Welcome back to another episode of DR650 Garage Mechanic. Today we're going to be looking at installing an HID headlight. I ordered this Cyclops Adventure Sports H4 3800 lumen high-low beam LED headlight from Procycle. I picked it up for about $65. You can order it on their website right now, procycle.us. To get this job done today, we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, a 10mm socket, and then you're going to need either some zip ties and wire cutters, or you can use 3M dual lock adhesive. We're going to start by removing the headlight cowling. To do this, you need to access the Phillips head screw on the left hand side, in the center, and on the right hand side of the headlight fairing. Once you've removed all three screws, simply pull the headlight fairing towards you and it should come right off. Now it will expose two 10mm bolts on the left hand side and the right hand side of the headlight. Use your 10mm socket to back all four of these bolts out. With that removed, simply lay the headlight down on a rag or a piece of cloth on the top of your fender and remove the plug at the back side of the headlight. Removing that plug will allow you to lift the rubber boot directly off the back side of the headlight to expose the clip that holds the headlight bulb directly in place. With a little bit of force, push the tab down and move it forward to allow the spring to release off of the back of the headlight. We can now remove the bulb from the housing unit. With the old bulb removed, we're now ready to install the Cyclops Adventure Sports HID headlight bulb. We need to align the three tabs on the bulb with the three open slots on the back side of the housing unit. With the bulb installed, we can now move the locking arm underneath the mechanism to hold the headlight bulb in place. Next, we need to secure the small little box that comes as the attachment to the LED bulb. You can use two zip ties to attach them to the headlight base, or you can use 3M dual lock adhesive on the back side and mount it directly to the headlight unit. With the ballast secured, we're ready to install the headlight housing back onto the motorcycle. The easiest way I've found is to lay it face down on a rag or a piece of cloth on the top of the fender so you're still easily able to access the plug before we're ready to put everything back together. Now, make the final connection between the bike's electrical system and the back side of the headlight housing. With the connection tucked away, we're now ready to reinstall the headlight housing back onto the motorcycle. Use the four 10mm bolts that we removed earlier to secure the headlight housing back to the motorcycle. Before we put everything back together, we want to test out the bulb to make sure that it's working. As you can tell by the pictures, it's working out quite nicely. Now, we're going to place the headlight fairing back over the headlight and secure the Phillips head screw on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, and in the center of the headlight fairing. With everything secure, we can now check out just how truly bright this HID headlight is. Take a look at some of these before and after photos of the stock low beam, the stock high beam, and the new HID low beam, and the HID high beam. Thank you for joining me on this episode of DR650 Garage Mechanic, where we installed an HID headlight on the DR650. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the latest tips, tricks, and ride reports for the DR650.